Okay, everybody, we're here in the Central Valley. I'm here with the one and only Sandra Vi, baby. This is the one I've been telling you guys about for the last month. That I'm not kidding you. It took me a while to get her on to agree to this because she is such a busy woman. She's like everywhere. I can't hold her down. So I'm like, okay, I will meet you anytime, any place of your choosing. You let me know. I'll be there, Sandra. And so I'm so thankful. I'm so happy. I got the rock star of the rock stars sitting right next to me. And just want to give you guys, all the viewers, just a few of the tidbits of things that Sandra has done. Okay, she's this 2017 winner of the Badwater Ultra Marathon 135-mile run through the Mojave in the middle of July with temperatures reaching 120 degrees and on up. I mean, almost unbelievable. Not a mile, 135. She's run over 1,500-mile races from Florida to California. She just this year ran from 350 miles in 7 days from Santa Barbara to San Jose. This past January, 350 miles in 7 days. I could go on and on of all these accomplishments. Sandra, it's such a pleasure to meet you. She probably thinks, this guy for real, I'm for real, because she's the rock star of the rock stars, and it's such a pleasure. Sandra, give the viewers, tell them, please. Sandra was telling me she hasn't been running along since she was young. Sandra, give the viewers, where did this all start, this obsession of running and fitness and health? Give me something. She's laughing because she goes, this guy's crazy. But I'm crazy about her and her accomplishments, what I'm crazy about. Sandra, give them something. Where did this start?
So ironically, I hated running growing up as a child, even as a young person. I really started running as a way to lose weight. Back in 2009, I joined the gym.
Which is unbelievable looking at her. I mean, you would never think, by the way.
Single mom, and my goal was just to keep up with my kid, and at the time I wasn't able to do that. So plus I wanted to be a good role model for her.
Sure.
And you know, being healthy and taking care of myself, you know, they always say you can't take care of other people until you take care of yourself. So that's kind of where that evolved from, was just about becoming healthy and losing weight. So every day after I joined the gym, I would go to the treadmill, I'd do my 60 minutes, I would cover the screen so I wouldn't have to watch the time and just try and focus on getting the work done. And after probably about a year...
And what year was this again?
That was like 2009.
2009 as she begins to start to run.
And then I just kind of decided it wasn't so bad. This isn't too bad. And I remember hearing a group of women talking about a half marathon that they were doing in the locker room, and then it just kind of triggered something in my head to, okay, well, what is this about, you know? And I started looking stuff up and decided I was going to do a half marathon. I'd never done any kind of, you know, 5K or 10K or anything.
Wow.
So went straight for the half marathon. At the time I was in San Jose, I found a local one. It was actually the Dean Carnassus Silicon Valley Half Marathon. I said, this looks like a good one, I can do this. And then I started researching, well, who's Dean Carnassus, right? So as I'm researching and reading about him, I was just in awe about his story. He's such a real person. He's from the Bay Area, so down to earth. And I was like, wow, you know, what's this ultra marathoning thing? So then I started reading about that, and then I just became very intrigued the more that I read. Just curious, I guess. And it was like, it just inspired me to... Something sparked in her.
Like, oh, by the way, I've been running a long time, but nothing sparked in me like what she's talking about. It still has never sparked in me.
Yeah. I think his story just resonated with me about his journey and how he got into running. I think he grew up running and then kind of got away from it, and it kind of was something that helped him change his life. So for me, that just really resonated with, you know, how can I use this for myself to inspire people. So then became my journey for, you know, okay, I'm going to do a 100-miler. I'm just going to train myself for this. So
after several half marathons, all of a sudden gets inspired by Dean Carnassus, who they call the ultra marathon man, wrote a book, I think, Confessions of an All-Night Runner. This is who this guy is. He's from Northern California, above San Francisco, I think Mill Valley area. So she gets inspired. By the way, I've been running a long time. I have never been inspired like what she's talking about. So you get inspired.
I get inspired.
Uh-huh.
I start my journey. I did a few full marathons. I even got into
Like it's
doing
nothing. I did a few marathons. Uh-huh.
I got into also a couple Ironman events because I remember once I decided I wanted to do Badwater, it was in my head, and when I'm determined to do something, I'm determined to do something. So
I would not mess with her. I'm not just saying that. I really would not mess with her.
after my first 100 miler, which I signed up for, was actually the Daytona 100 out in Florida, which was from Jacksonville out to Daytona Beach. Point to point, a beautiful race course. The race director, Dave Presty, is actually my coach now. He's been coaching me for a couple years.
Wow.
But that first race I went in, very ignorant about a lot of things.
Sure, I mean, you're talking 100 miles, right?
I learned a lot about myself and what it takes to complete an event like that. But it was never about wanting to quit, though. For me, it was like, what else do I need to do to continue forward? So that was my first full 100 miler. So I also do count the 81 miler, which is the Badwater Salt and Sea, which is actually a team race. It's not a relay. You have to stay with your partners
For 81 miles?
together the entire race.
Woo!
And the goal is to finish intact with your entire team.
Oh, gotcha.
The first 2 years that I did it, I ended up finishing by myself, but I still finished. This last year, when I finished in 2016 with my team, Beating the Beasts, we actually ranked, I think, in the top 3 for a mixed team. So that was quite an accomplishment for the 3 of us.
How many?
For a mixed team, there was, I think, 6 teams.
And you just
don't quote me on
you just
that.
started, you just,
Yeah.
no, but you,
quote me on
but
that.
you just got in there and bam, knocked it out.
My team was amazing. We did a
Wow.
really good job. And the thing was finishing it together, which
Sure,
was a big deal.
sure.
But those actually, in my head, and resonate with me as 100 milers because they're very
Sure.
demanding.
80 or 100, who's counting? Believe me, you do 80, you can do 100, believe me.
So I do count those. So I had done that one in 2015. So the true 100 miler, if you actually look at the mileage, you want to count the miles, was the Daytona race. So having done those 2, I needed one more to submit my application for Badwater in 2016, right? So trying to find
We're talking just last year, guys. We're not talking 20 years ago. This is like hot off the press. You're getting it right here, hot off the press.
Trying to find the 3rd race. So I remember actually talking to my sister about going out to New York. So I was reading up and found this race out in Lockport, New York, called Beast of Burden. It was going to be in the snow in the winter in New York. So I know nothing about running in the snow.
Oh my gosh.
At all. I've actually lived on the East Coast when I was younger for a few years. However, I was not an athlete at the time, as I mentioned.
Sure.
I was very determined. I'm like, I can do it. So my sister came out and took care of me during that run, but it was very challenging. It got to sub-below 0 temps out there.
Sub-below 0 temps. She's running.
So, but I knew I needed to finish it in order to be able to submit my application.
And this is last year?
This was January of 2016.
Last year, guys. This is last year. You did it.
26 hours and...
But you completed 100 miles, parts of it in the snow.
The entire thing was in the snow.
The entire thing in the snow, 100 miles. Oh my God. Okay, so.
Right. I just thought that would be a good race for me to do to show that I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to at least be able to submit my application for a race like that. I mean, just submitting my application, anybody that submits an application for that race is a rock star in my eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Just the prerequisites that you need to apply for an event like that is...
and this is all, so that 3rd race, now you could submit your application for the Badwater.
Yes.
So you did 3 100 milers.
300 milers and a half an Ironman.
And a half an Ironman, like
just,
70
just
miles.
to add an additional, hey, I did this too. And I had to learn how to swim first because I did not know how to swim.
I can't do this anymore. This is killing me. She didn't know how to swim, and she learns how to swim and does 70 miles, the bike, the run, the swim. Sandra, okay. So you do it. So you had to do 3 100 milers. You had to do at least a half Ironman.
In my heart, I had to do it. So
you had to do it. And so now it's springboarded to apply for the Badwater.
Yeah, so I applied for Badwater, and like I said, just being able to do that was a blessing in itself. And then you wait, there's a waiting period, right? Hopefully that your name is selected.
Okay.
That wasn't until I think March, if I recall correctly. So you're just waiting for
March of 2017?
Yeah, I think it was the end of March.
This year?
No, 2016.
2016.
Right,
Okay, submitted in January. So and then 2017 she submits it in March.
Right.
We're waiting.
I literally finished Beast of Burden, Winter Virgin, and like that night in the hotel room, I was doing my application to submit to Badwater.
Okay, if I had run 100 miles, the last thing I'm thinking about submitting an application for 135 miles, I'd be laid up in traction somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I think when I finished that race, the first thing I said, now I can go fill out my application.
If that doesn't discourage somebody, I don't know what way. It didn't discourage. It encouraged her.
So I guess it's just that something that's deep inside of you, and I've always said that everybody has a fire inside of them.
There you go.
Something will ignite it for you, and I truly believe that whatever your heart desires, that you're craving to do, you can do it. If you believe in yourself and you're committed to working hard and not giving up and working through the barriers and whatever comes up that creates, the challenges, just not to give up. I've faced a lot of challenges.
Sure.
What was even, planning for this transcontinental run that we're doing, and it's there have been some barriers, but I'm not giving up. My team's not giving up. We're working really hard still on, some logistics for that.
Absolutely. So she qualifies, gets accepted to the Badwater 2017. So you fast forward over to 2017 in July. Is July? Which one? When was the Badwater? This year.
July.
So she does the Badwater and wins the freaking thing.
Oh.
She wins it. I'm like, oh my! So you had never done the Badwater, the Ultra, the 135.
This was my second.
So you did do the first one.
I did it last year.
And then won, and she comes back and wins the. This is considered the hardest ultra marathon in the entire world. She wins it, and what you just said was so deep and profound, and almost too simplistic. But you say everybody has this passion. Everybody has a fire. You believe every person has this.
Yes, I believe everybody.
But if they don't give up and they push through the barriers, they will succeed or come mighty darn close.
Yes. So even with the races that I've done, I've always posted a lot of pictures on Facebook. I thought if I could help inspire somebody or show them that how much joy running gives me, that it might spark an interest in them. And I think probably one of the most rewarding things is, all the friends that I've made, through the races.
She made one here. I can tell you that right now. I'm a friend for life. She knows it.
But having, one of them reach out to me and ask me for, advice or tell me one of their accomplishments and, saying that I had something to do with that is probably the most rewarding thing.
That is.
So it
that is beautiful. Yeah. That is wonderful.
If I can inspire anybody, one person, to make a difference in their life. I mean, somebody did that for me, and even though at the time I'd never met Dean,
sure.
It did enough that it awoke that fire for me and intrigued, something in me that I didn't know I was capable of doing, but was so determined, just to be able to apply for that Badwater race. I mean, I've even got personalized plates that say 135 runner. Yes.
So she wins this thing, the toughest ultra marathon in the entire world. She wins it this year, by the way. And where was the genesis to run? Where did the thought of running across the country, across America? Where did that start?
I think it kind of triggered a little bit for me last year. I was so inspired by hearing about, that even being able something that could be done. And then I think when Pete Kostelnick did that, I was so inspired by the ability to do a run like that. I was like,
3,000, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just like, I want to do that. I want to inspire women across the nation. I want people to believe they can do that. I can do that too. So,
wow.
It just created a fire in me even more. Like, I can do this. Sandra, believe me, when I walked in there, where we're at, she's very humble. She didn't really want to. She says, I have a hard time talking about myself. I said, Sandra, don't worry about it. I'm going to talk about you all day, and I'm going to keep on talking. She's inspiring so many people. The thousands of people that are watching Instagram, Facebook,
live on every channel that she's inspiring and gonna inspire. YouTube is gonna go beyond, because we're gonna snap it, share it in every which direction. Because Sandra, I believe you, all the accolades that have been laid upon you and are to continue are well deserved, because you're inspiring me, and the thousands of people that are watching, I know you're inspiring them. And so now you get to this place that you get a team together to try to put this together to run across America, right?
Yeah, I remember. So Tracy Fan is actually a friend of mine. I remember texting her one night. I want to do something amazing. She was
okay,
like,
I win the Badwater. I want all these. I'm running 100 milers, half mile, but I want to do something amazing. What?
This was before. This was like last year.
You're thinking, I want to do something amazing.
I want to do something amazing. And she's like, but you already have. And I'm like, no, I want to do something even more. Something more that I can show people that you can do anything you want to do. So
oh my God.
That's kind of where that started.
Uh-huh.
So then we started brainstorming on how we could make that happen, which then that's how the missions run came about in January, which was that 350 mile.
350 in 7 days we talked about?
Yeah, that was actually like a trial event. So it was the motive behind that run was to, let's create like a mini type of transcon. So let's see how you do on a multi-day type event. Let's kind of, try and set it up as much as possible to mirror what that would look like on a smaller scale. Just to see how it goes. So she lined everything up, planned the whole thing, and aligned it, and we set out to do that. In January, it was pouring rain. So almost every day that we were out there, and I thank my team, because these things can't be done without, the support of these wonderful people that are so involved and take care of you like their own child. It was amazing. But we're out there in the rain almost every single day. I mean, we got rain gear on. I'm not joking. We step out of the van, I got water up to my ankles already, and I got to wait for the sun to come up 10 miles in the rain.
Oh my gosh.
But we got it done every day. We got through it, and I think a lot of it has to do with, like I said, the support team that you have out there. But we got through that, and I remember her telling me, I graduate you to, to the next level up. You can definitely do this for sure.
Wow.
So that was kind of a milestone for me. I had never done a multi-day event before, but I've done a lot of things that, people might say, oh, you can't do that.
Right.
You've never been in the snow. Okay, I can go out and do that. I'm going to do it.
She's the last person, I believe me, all this stuff I'm hearing and reading, she's the last person you want to say, you can't do that, because she will do it.
You can't do an Ironman, you can't swim, so yes, I can. I'm going to learn how to do that. So it's just, like I said, when you want to do something, committing to doing it, finding that desire deep inside you. I believe in Spanish it's called ganas.
Oh,
right?
ganas, ganas, right.
It's that deep desire, that passion inside you.
So now you get this team together. Okay, again, she wins the Ultra this year. So this year you get this team together, and now we're planning, and everybody's on board, Sandra, and getting the logistics together, which is it's a feat in itself to be able to run like this. And so what day are we looking at to do this run, and where do we start and where do we end?
For the Transcon run?
Yes.
So it's supposed to start September 9th, so we pushed it back.
September 9th?
A couple of setbacks with
Believe
sponsorship.
Me, you run 3,000 miles, you're going to have some setbacks. That's part of the deal here.
So hopefully everything goes through, and we're set to start out on the 9th from San Francisco. So the City Hall steps there.
Woo!
We end at New York City Hall steps there.
New York City, baby! City Hall! And so you're attempting to average how many? So what you want to do is break the world record, female record of running 3,000 miles in record time. That's what you're not only running it, but break the record.
Yes, the female record.
The female record, run it across. So I don't just want to run 3,000. I want to break the record and how fast I can go. So you're going to average about how many miles per day?
About 55 to 60 miles a day.
Over how many days?
53 to 55 days.
53 to 55 days, about 55 miles per day. And this is every day.
Every day.
Every day. I mean, it's almost unbelievable what the body can do once the mind and that goes all in sync. She has been, hitting these miles. She has been taking care of herself to be able to accomplish a feat like this is, like I said, it's almost unbelievable. Believe me, when people see this, some of the people that don't understand it, they're thinking there's no way it can happen. Yes, there's a way, and if there's somebody that can do it, this is the one who can do it, Sandra Vi. So now we're looking at September 9th. Now, I know we didn't talk about this. We talked a few minutes before the video started. Is there anything the viewers can do to help, that we can do to help out in sponsorship or personal sponsorship? Is there a website that we can go? Is there a way we can follow you through this journey?
Yeah, so you can actually follow my my Facebook page that was set up actually by my daughter. Sandra Vi is actually my full last name. So it's a page. If you have a suggestion or you'd like to help out, you can reach out through there, either to myself or to Tracy Fan.
Is there like a PayPal account or something that we can? Let me tell you something. I'm the first one who's going to do this. I want to be part of making history here. I want to be a part. And I know all you runners out there, we all support other runners. Tracy Running Club, we support other runners. And if there's anybody we want to put our support behind, it's Sandra Vi. So if you want to be a part of being in the Guinness Book of World Record and having a part of that, this is something we can do. Runners get together, get ready to support Sandra Vi. Now, you said go on your Facebook, Sandra Villanes?
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Villines.
So Sandra Villanes on her Facebook, how we can do this?
Yeah, so there's not an actual link set up yet.
Okay.
We're actually, if we need to, it'll be sent out this week, so it'll be on the page there.
So I want you guys all to join this, what she's telling you. Okay, so look for this.
And then when the link is there, you can add your support there.
Okay, I'm excited. I want to be a part. You know what? If there's no link, I'm going to go after Sandra here. Sandra, I want to support you. If nothing else, go buy some whatever you eat. Oh, and I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone.
You want to know what I eat, right?
Sandra, how in the world, not only what you're eating now, but how in the world, and this is from Dave. Dave, I'm asking, how in the world, and Kimberly says, go get that golden baton. We got that, Kimberly. We looked it up, by the way. And so, what not only what you're eating now, what do you intend to eat to be able to accomplish such a monumental feat? What are we talking about?
Anything and everything. So this was practice on the missions run as well. So eating actually became a second job for me. Calories in. You literally, it becomes about calories in and protein, right? Because your muscles will start to deplete themselves. So, I mean, I was supposed to be consuming about 5,000 to 7,000 calories a day. And it was difficult because you're eating while you're moving. And it becomes, like I said, a high caloric thing. And your body needs to be able to digest it while you're moving, you know. And then, big heavy dinner, even eating throughout the night. They would set up a little on my nightstand, like all these snacks and drinks, and like wake up and wake up, eat. Yes,
wake up, like a second job of eating.
And it was like I didn't want to eat anymore. I was like so sick of it, but it became like you need to eat this or you can't move. 5,000 to 6,000 calories per day, and this is what we're gonna do for almost 2 months, 55 days. 5,000 to 6,000. We're talking. Now, is there something that a no, too much grease, so we're going to stay away from certain foods? Or certain things.
I mean, do you eat hamburgers, pizza?
I eat, all that stuff. And I even eat that stuff, even during my 100-miler. So
some In-N-Out burger, maybe?
Bring me a pizza, bring me a cheeseburger,
No way.
Yes, way.
So there's a team of people that go get some food for you.
Yes.
So Sandra needs to eat, so feed her. So I had a joke with my mom. Not gonna. I was like, she's a beast, right? Okay, go feed the beast.
No, that's the truth. I need to. I eat quite a bit. So
5,000 to 6,000 calories, and this is going to be throughout. So when and this is another question for somebody. So you're going to invariably get some aches and pains, right? And how do you the mental fortitude that it takes? What do you some kind of meditation you do, or you're so determined? How do you push through it? She ran 350 miles. We talked about. She's running 3,000. When those aches and pains, those times are? How do we push through those?
You just have to, I guess, mind over matter and mentally put it on that back burner. And I had aches and pains out there. I get tendonitis, and it's learning how to deal with it, how to manage it. And you have a choice. You can either just not run and give the excuse that you have this, or you can figure out how to manage it and run. So there's other things we can do. We massage, we would ice. I'm a big fan of rock tape as preventative things, or even when it was happening, ice breaks. So there's a way to work through it.
So do you get like ice baths at all, or no, or just ice
just
on?
ice
Okay.
on the parts that are causing me an issue, and I guess if anything else were to cause an ache and pain, you just deal with it.
You just do it. So there's nothing perfect. It's no, you know, you're gonna get some.
Yep.
There's gonna be some challenges.
I'm sure, and I'm sure mentally too, I'm gonna become exhausted or have those days where how am I gonna fight through this? How am I gonna get over it? And once again, it's gonna be just like I say, you're gonna have to dig deep and find that place and pull from it to get through it. There's gonna be good days, there's gonna be bad days, I'm sure.
Sandra, I just want, and the reason for these, you guys all see me with these videos and interviewing and different things I do, but the reason is to get a person like this who's such at a high level, she's a world-class athlete, not a local, not a world-class athlete, to how to inspire others. It's basically, it's like you said, mind over matter. Don't make excuses. You get out there and you just do it. You can't believe in yourself. A very, very powerful train of thought is to believe in your thought, believe in yourself. So, Sandra, is there a way? I did notice that. Can people run with you at all throughout, or is there?
Yeah. So there will be, if you want to run with me anywhere on there, there'll be on the fan page there. There's a place where you can. Well, the actual event works. If you click on it, it has the different states that we're going through.
Okay. Yeah.
You can reach out to my support crew, and they'll arrange for you to come out, or a time for you to come out that when I'm coming through, you can run.
If anybody wants to run with Sandra Vi throughout her journey here, you can get up. Now the fan page is what? What's the fan page?
That's that Sandra Vi's page. So everything is on there.
Sandra Vi's page, guys. If you want to run with them, reach out to the crew. They'll arrange for you to get out there and run. If you feel like running 2,000 miles, go have at it. I may try to run with her, but I ain't running no 2,000 miles. I ain't running no 100 miles. And so there's different ways, and they can track you through that as well.
Yeah, so there'll be more information as far as like tracking once we get closer to leaving, as far as like wanting to see, the progress we're making every day, and where we're at. So, but like I said, on the page, there's a link there for like the different states that we're going through, so you can actually see, where I'm at, so you can come out and join. So.
Hey, there you go, guys. This is Sandra. Is there anything that you would like to? Is there a something that other than believe in yourself, or anything else you want to share with them? Anything personal? Anything that at the end inspirational? I mean, we just shared so much, and Sandra knows. I was thinking, okay, maybe a 10-minute. By the way, this is a rock star right here. She's going to be in the Guinness Book of World Records here, literally in about 2 weeks. I'm not kidding you. She's running 3,000 miles. So I'm talking to people all. I'm an advertiser right now. So she's going on video. So Sandra, is anything you want to add to this at all? I mean, we've talked about so much, and Sandra, I was like, 10 minutes. But I said, Sandra, I'm on your time. If you want to go 10, 20, 30, you want to run 5 hours, I'll plug this thing in. We'll talk forever. And you guys all know me. So anything?
Just everybody who's out there, and whatever it is that you're trying to do, I mean, life is like an ultra marathon. It's kind of what I've figured out. I mean, there's peaks, there's valleys, there's good times when things flow really easy, and there's not. And it's, how do you get through it? What do you do? And maybe it's not running for you. It could be anything. But whatever it is, don't give up on yourself. You get up, get dressed, show up, and get it done.
And you will get it done.
You will get it done. You'll get it done. So believe in yourself. I'm the girl next door. That's how I look at myself. I'm the girl next door. Hopefully, like I said, just to inspire, my daughter, my sisters, my friends, my family, and anybody out there who I can touch in any way to make them feel like they can do anything they want. Hopefully that I reach out to somebody today and I've touched one of you, but as we say, be it up out there and get it done.
Be it up, baby. Be it up. Sandra, thank you so much. And by the way, she is the girl next door. Had she not had this Badwater shirt on, I would have passed her. I'm like, is that Sandra Vi? I go, who wears Badwater? I've only seen one of these on TV. So I'm so happy. Thank you, Sandra, for everything. Thank you for inspiring everybody out there, and believe in yourself. You can do this, guys. You can do it. Bye-bye, guys.